Okay, y'all, I'm here for you. It's time to get serious. I don't come on this ministry just to talk or to hear myself talk. I'm here to help you guys. One thing that frustrates my spirit to no end is to be a person that is giving you all the opportunity in the world. But there are still some people that would take the information that I have given you and not want to do anything with it. There are some of you that enjoy listening to the words. They're cute, they're nice, they're tickling to the ear. Everybody loves to hear a nice little kingdom spouse word. Everyone loves to hear about this, that, and the other. And some of y'all, I think some of y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, some of y'all be addicted to the fact of you like hear me go off on the counterfeit. Tell the truth, for shame the devil, because it is how you feel. Mm-hmm. So I'm just expressing how you feel down deep underneath your skin. So to you, it's almost like listening to a little bit of gossip. That's not what it's meant for. And to those of you that understand, you understand. But the immature people do not understand that this is reality. This is something that is actually happened. This is a actual spiritual fight. And in order to spiritually fight, you got to do the work. I'm not telling you something that I didn't do. How do you think I came up with all of this? I didn't do all this research, didn't do all that. I've been in the trenches. I've been in my secret place doing the work, getting things done. This is how I got here. So I'm going to start asking y'all some deeper questions. Let's start out with number one. Okay. Who are you? Do you know who you are? I remember I was in a group once, and this person was talking about, I was waiting on my husband, I'm waiting on my husband, I'm waiting on my husband, and he hasn't shown up yet. And the person was talking about the fact, well, I don't particularly know what I'm supposed to do. And I'm going to be like, you're waiting on a kingdom spouse and you don't know what to do yet? You don't know who you are enough to know what to do. You don't know the assignment that you're called to do? Because a lot of y'all get stuck. Oh, I'm a mom. I'm going to be a wife. I'm a wife in waiting. I'm a daughter of God. I'm going to sit and I'm just going to wait for God to do it for me. I'm a friend. I just praise the gospel to the people. But what are you doing? I mean, seriously, what are you doing? Being a mother is a title, and you will be that. But in order to be considered that title, even if you have no children yet, you are stewarding something in preparation to be a mother. You are a wife because you have done the work to prepare to be that wife, so that when the husband comes up, you're not like, oh, the husband, pure, now what? Wife in waiting for your husband. What are you doing while you waiting? Can I ask you guys, what are you doing while you waiting? Are you doing something while you waiting? Because you can see me, I'm doing something while I'm waiting. And this isn't all I'm doing. Oh, honey, I'm doing multiple things. If you notice, I talk about the podcast, one thereof. What are you doing? How are you evangelizing? Let me tell you something. Let me give you a little bit of advice. When I was going through my season of my wilderness in my darkest season, I was still doing things. I would go out. 10% of whatever I had, I would give. That means if I had cash, I'm giving 10% of my cash away. That means if I had food stamps, 10% of those food stamps I was taking and I was purchasing food for the people that I knew of that were homeless and giving it to them. If I saw a man on the street digging in a daggone trash can, what you think I'm doing? I'm going into the store and buying them some food and saying, stop digging in the trash can, eat this food. And evangelizing. I remember ran into a young man during Gay Pride Week, and I'm gonna be honest, internally I was mentally judging this man. I'm sorry. I was still dealing with some bitterness from certain situations. And come to find out, this man had been watching me because he saw that I had a cross on my arm. He was watching me like I was watching him. And he came to me just before I got off the train and said, can you pray for me? And I did. But I did him one better because he was crying about the fact that he was dealing with drug issues and being in a male shelter and all that kind of stuff. I was literally a half a block away from a church that helped people that dealt with drug abuse. I said, I'll do you one better than pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to do that. But I'm also going to deliver you to a church that can help you not only feed you, but give you the word. And hello? What we doing out here? What we doing out here? What we doing out here? How are you serving God's people? Are you a teacher? I'm teaching you guys right now. Maybe you're using entrepreneurship to spread the gospel of God through entrepreneurship. Maybe you are naming and claiming the fact that you're going to be a multimillionaire. But what activities are you taking in order to be that multi-millionaire, billionaire? Are you looking at people that are successful multi-millionaire and billionaires? As Christians, there is a man. He's the person that created the book that talks about live off of the 10%, give away the 90. I think it's give away the 90, live off the 10 or something like that. This man was a Christian man that the Lord blessed him so abundantly. They were literally just talking about his nephew or great nephew on television a matter of months ago on the 700 Club because he's still operating in that business and he does the same thing his great grandfather did. This man was worth multi-millions. What are you doing for God? It's a comedian I used to follow. And he said that he didn't start seeing success in his life until he said, I'm going to give my decisions to God. Are you planning for? See, a lot of people will speak out their mouth. I want to be a wife. I want to be a wife of this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to be a multimillionaire. I want to. What are you doing? Like, are you doing something? Are we just sitting here saying, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be famous. Goes off into the ether and never comes back. Because you just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. What are you doing to become that thing? See, a lot of people, it's a poem called Our Deepest Fear. Our deepest fear is not that we will not be successful. Our deepest fear is that we'll be more successful than we ever could imagine. So we don't start. I was watching a video on YouTube the other day. It was from it pops up frequently. I actually haven't watched it, to be honest with you, because I don't have this problem. If I have an idea, I'm gonna work on it. If I have an idea, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna go as far as I can go in it, and then I put it in God's hands after I've already gotten the idea from Him. And I said, well, God, you gave me this idea. I've already started working on it. I'm gonna lay it on your altar, and you tell me what else you want me to do with it. I've done what I can do up to this point. Now what? I leave it alone until He starts talking to me about it again. This is how I operate. That's how this ministry was started. I had a YouTube page that I wasn't using, and the Lord said, start doing ministry on that page. I said, okay. Changed the name, changed the title, did everything that He told me to do. Here we are. Over 800 followers later. Because I got up and I started. How are you starting? What are you doing? Do you know what your calling is? Because once you understand your calling, you can determine the harmony of how you operate. Number one, being that there must be a harmony of your central point of God being your center. Anybody on here that does not follow God? I still bless you. I still love you. You still God's child, even if you haven't admitted it yet. Okay? I follow God, Jesus, Adonai, Elohim. He is my center. So because He is my center, I got to deal with my spiritual health in order to, because when I focus on God, He makes my plans flourish. Does the word not say that? For when you keep God at your center, He blesses the workings of your hands. Amen. So how are you becoming spiritually healthy so that you can pursue what you're called to do if you know what that is? I'm going to come back momentarily and we're going to dig a little deeper in our spiritual health goals. Okay? Coming back in the next one.